Wiring receptacles with BX or MC as home runs and then using Romex as branch circuits within walls is legal and cost efficient for the following reasons. Firstly, BX and MC can be used as feeder cables in both concealed and exposed locations, and secondly, Romex can be used for branch circuits within walls where it is protected from physical damage. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, requires that the transition between BX or MC and Romex be made in an accessible junction box. The junction box must be sized to accommodate all the conductors and any splices. The splices must be made with wire nuts or appropriate connectors and be secured within the junction box. When considering best practices, 1. Use separate BX or MC home runs for each receptacle to avoid overloading. 2. Secure the BX or MC home runs properly to prevent movement and damage. And 3. Use a staple gun or straps to secure Romex within walls. Mixing BX or MC and Romex is not prohibited in this type of structure as long as the following requirements are met. 1. The conductors are rated for the same voltage and current capacity. 2. The conductors are compatible with the terminals and devices used. And 3. The transition between conductors is made in an accessible junction box. Additional considerations to keep in mind are: firstly, using BX or MC for home runs can be cost-effective if there are many receptacles to be wired. Secondly, Romex is more flexible and easier to work with, making it suitable for branch circuits within walls. And thirdly, the costs of BX or MC and Romex may vary depending on the project size and location. It's important to understand the characteristics and appropriate applications of each wiring method to make informed decisions. BX, also known as armored cable, consists of conductors wrapped in a flexible metal sheath. MC, or metal-clad cable, is similar to BX but offers a grounding conductor inside the cable. Romex, technically known as NMB cable, is a non-metallic sheath cable commonly used for residential wiring. Understanding the National Electrical Code, or NEC, is crucial for safe and compliant electrical installations. Article 311 of the NEC addresses securing and supporting wiring methods. It states that wiring methods shall be supported so that the wiring will not be damaged. Article 314 covers junction boxes, outlet boxes, and device boxes, providing requirements for box sizing, fill, and installation. When transitioning from BX or MC to Romex, it is imperative to use an approved junction box. This box serves as a protective enclosure for the connection and ensures that the transition is accessible for future inspection and maintenance. The junction box must be large enough to accommodate all conductors entering and exiting the box, as well as any necessary splices or terminations. To calculate the required box size, refer to NEC Section 314.16, which provides guidelines for box fill based on the number and size of conductors, device yokes, and internal clamps. Within the junction box, all splices must be made using approved methods, such as wire nuts or crimp-on connectors. These connectors must be properly sized for the conductors being joined and installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. It is essential to ensure that all connections are tight and secure to prevent loose wires, which can lead to overheating and electrical hazards. When running BX or MC cable, proper support is essential to prevent damage to the cable and ensure its long-term reliability. The NEC requires that BX and MC cable be supported at intervals not exceeding 6 feet and within 12 inches of every box, fitting, or terminal enclosure. Supports can include cable ties, straps, or clamps specifically designed for use with armored or metal-clad cables. Romex cable, being non-metallic, requires different support methods. The NEC specifies that Romex cable be supported at intervals not exceeding 4 1/2 feet and within 12 inches of every box or fitting. Romex cable must be secured using staples, cable ties, or straps designed to prevent damage to the cable's outer jacket. It is crucial to avoid over-tightening staples or straps, as this can compress the insulation and potentially cause short circuits. When selecting conductors for your wiring project, it is essential to ensure that they are appropriately sized for the intended load. The NEC provides tables that specify the allowable ampacity of conductors based on their size, insulation type, and installation conditions. For example, Table 310.15b16 lists the ampacity of conductors based on their insulation temperature rating and the ambient temperature. It is also important to consider voltage drop when running long hormones. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the load is lower than the voltage at the source due to the resistance of the conductors. Excessive voltage drop can cause appliances and equipment to malfunction or operate inefficiently. To minimize voltage drop, use larger conductors or reduce the length of the hormone. The NEC provides guidelines for calculating voltage drop in informative Annex C. When mixing BX or MC and Romex, it is essential to ensure that the conductors are compatible with the terminals and devices used. Terminals and devices are typically marked with the type and size of conductor they are designed to accommodate. For example, some terminals may only be suitable for use with solid conductors, while others may accept stranded conductors. Using the wrong type of conductor can result in loose connections and potential electrical hazards. The cost of BX or MC and Romex can vary depending on several factors, including the size of the project, the location, and the current market prices. BX and MC are generally more expensive than Romex due to the added cost of the metal sheathing. However, BX and MC may be more cost-effective in certain situations, such as when wiring exposed locations or areas where physical protection is required. Romex is typically more economical for branch circuits within walls due to its lower cost and ease of installation. When planning your wiring project, it is essential to consider the overall cost of materials and labor. Obtain quotes from multiple suppliers to ensure that you are getting the best prices on materials. Also, factor in the time required for installation, as BX and MC may take longer to install than Romex due to the need for special tools and techniques. In summary, mixing BX or MC and Romex for receptacle wiring can be a legal and cost-effective solution, provided that you follow the requirements of the National Electrical Code and adhere to best practices. Ensure that all transitions between wiring methods are made in accessible junction boxes, that conductors are properly sized and supported, and that all connections are made securely. By paying attention to these details, you can ensure a safe and compliant electrical installation that meets the needs of your project. Furthermore, understanding the specific application of each wiring type will improve the efficiency, cost, and safety of the installation. For instance, in areas where the wiring is exposed or subject to physical damage, such as in a garage or unfinished basement, BX or MC cable provides superior protection compared to Romex. The metal sheathing of BX and MC cables acts as a barrier against impacts, punctures, and other potential hazards, reducing the risk of electrical shorts and fires. In contrast, Romex is better suited for concealed locations within walls and ceilings, where it is protected from physical damage. Romex is also more flexible than BX and MC, making it easier to route through tight spaces and around obstacles. Its lighter weight also simplifies installation, particularly when running long distances. When deciding between BX, MC, and Romex, consider the environmental conditions of the installation. In damp or wet locations, such as bathrooms or kitchens, it is essential to use wiring methods that are specifically approved for those environments. The NEC requires the use of moisture-resistant cables and fittings in damp locations and waterproof cables and fittings in wet locations. BX and MC cables are available with moisture-resistant jackets, making them suitable for use in damp locations. However, Romex is not approved for use in wet locations and should be avoided in those areas. In addition to selecting the appropriate wiring methods, it is also crucial to follow proper grounding techniques. Grounding is an essential safety measure that helps to protect against electrical shock and prevent damage to equipment. The NEC requires that all electrical circuits be properly grounded, and it provides detailed requirements for grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and equipment grounding. When mixing BX, MC, and Romex, it is important to ensure that the grounding system is continuous and effective throughout the entire circuit. This may require the use of grounding bushings, grounding straps, and other specialized hardware to ensure a reliable connection between the metal enclosures of BX and MC cables and the grounding conductor. Another important consideration is arc fault circuit interrupters, or FSIs. FSIs are devices that are designed to detect arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can lead to fires. The NEC requires the use of FSIs in many areas of the home, including bedrooms, living rooms, and dining rooms. When installing FSIs in circuits that use a combination of BX, MC, and Romex, it is essential to ensure that the FSIs are compatible with all of the wiring methods used in the circuit. Some FSIs may not function properly with certain types of wiring, so it is important to consult the manufacturer's instructions before installation. Furthermore, surge protective devices, or SPDs, are designed to protect electrical equipment from voltage surges, which can be caused by lightning strikes, power outages, or other disturbances. The NEC recommends the use of SPD in all electrical installations, and it provides detailed requirements for their installation and wiring. When installing SPD in circuits that use a combination of BX, MC, and Romex, it is important to ensure that the SPD are properly grounded and that they are compatible with all of the wiring methods used in the circuit. When working with electrical wiring, it is essential to follow all safety precautions to prevent electrical shock and other injuries. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any wiring. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as safety glasses and gloves. Never work on electrical wiring when you are wet or standing in water. If you're not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform electrical work safely and in accordance with the NEC and other applicable codes. Hiring a qualified electrician can help to ensure that your electrical system is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable regulations. In addition to the NEC, there may be other local codes and regulations that apply to electrical installations in your area. It is important to check with your local building department to determine what codes and regulations are in effect. Following all applicable codes and regulations can help to ensure that your electrical installation is safe and compliant and that it will pass inspection. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous if it is not performed properly. Always take the time to plan your work carefully, follow all safety precautions, and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. By taking these steps, you can help to ensure that your electrical installation is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. When dealing with older electrical systems, it's particularly important to pay attention to the condition of the existing wiring. Older wiring may have deteriorated over time, and its insulation may be cracked or damaged. If you encounter any damaged wiring, it is essential to replace it with new wiring that meets current safety standards. It's also a good idea to have a qualified electrician inspect the entire electrical system to identify any other potential hazards. Replacing older wiring with new wiring can significantly improve the safety and reliability of your electrical system. In addition to replacing damaged wiring, it may also be necessary to upgrade the electrical service to meet the demands of modern appliances and electronics. Older electrical systems may have a limited capacity, and they may not be able to handle the increased electrical loads of today's homes. Upgrading the electrical service can involve replacing the service panel, upgrading the wiring, and installing new circuits. A qualified electrician can assess your electrical needs and recommend the appropriate upgrades to ensure that your electrical system can safely handle the demands of your household. Moreover, consider energy efficiency when planning your electrical installation. Using energy-efficient lighting, appliances, and other electrical equipment can help to reduce your energy consumption and lower your utility bills. LED lighting, for example, is much more energy efficient than traditional incandescent lighting, and it can last much longer. Energy Star certified appliances are also designed to consume less energy than standard appliances. In addition, consider installing a smart thermostat which can automatically adjust the temperature in your home based on your preferences and schedule. Smart thermostats can help to save energy by reducing heating and cooling costs when you're away from home. Also, be mindful of wire management and organization. Proper Wire management can improve the appearance of your electrical installation and make it easier to troubleshoot any problems that may arise in the future. Use cable ties, straps, and other organizing devices to keep wires neat and tidy. Label all circuits and wires clearly so that you can easily identify them later. Good wire management can also help to prevent damage to the wiring and reduce the risk of electrical hazards. Remember that electrical safety is an ongoing process. Regularly inspect your electrical system for any signs of damage or wear. Test your ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, monthly to ensure that they are working properly. Keep flammable materials away from electrical outlets and appliances. And never overload electrical circuits. By following these simple tips, you can help to keep your home safe from electrical hazards. When working on electrical projects, always double-check your work to ensure that everything is wired correctly. Use a multimeter to verify the voltage and continuity of circuits. If you are unsure about any aspect of the wiring, consult with a qualified electrician. Taking the time to double-check your work can help to prevent mistakes that could lead to electrical hazards. Also, remember to document your electrical work. Keep a record of all wiring changes, circuit assignments, and other relevant information. This documentation can be helpful for future troubleshooting and maintenance. It can also be useful when selling your home, as it provides potential buyers with a clear understanding of the electrical system. When working with electrical wiring, it is essential to stay focused and avoid distractions. Electrical work requires concentration and attention to detail. Avoid working on electrical projects when you are tired, stressed, or under the influence of alcohol or drugs. By staying focused and alert, you can reduce the risk of making mistakes that could lead to electrical hazards. In conclusion, when mixing BX, MC, and Romex wiring, it is crucial to adhere to the NEC, follow best practices, and prioritize safety. By understanding the properties of each wiring method, using proper installation techniques, and taking necessary precautions, you can ensure a safe and reliable electrical system for your building or home. Always consult with qualified professionals when in doubt and stay updated with the latest electrical codes and regulations to maintain a safe environment. The key takeaways involve ensuring the correct usage of junction boxes, securing cables properly, and understanding the specific applications for each wiring type.